Welcome back everyone to Let's Play We Ski and Snowboard. I don't really have any other ideas for a more fitting final grinding outfit, so I think I'll just leave it as it is. So I do have the final few... I guess we'll do it every day, because that's usually I prefer here. Can you not use the pointer on that screen there? I guess not. It's kind of weird. There we go. I moved my sensor bar in hopes of it being easier to do things, and it got worse. Oh Jesus, loud. I forgot. Ah! Okay. Doesn't change anything on your end, but it makes life more pleasant for me. So I do basically have the rest of this scripted out and planned out and all that. The rest of this playthrough, however brief it will be. Thanks, Nunchuck. But it is, so to speak, a multiple choice script. We don't have any more thumbs up stuff to get, of course. I know what they all are. And also one of them makes still sound missing, which is kind of dumb. But I've done some more research, and basically I just kind of kept reading what I had originally looked at to find the rest of the thumbs ups in the snow resort. And I'm going to do basically the same thing now, finishing up the last of what there is to do with the mountain instead. But we got a lot further this way, I would say, than we got on the resort by just working everything out on our own. That didn't really work out very well. Ow. Oh, somebody else got hit too. Sorry, dude. Ow. So, one awkward thing, the amazing run I was missing was apparently on Dragon, which is a little disconcerting considering that I have no idea what was not amazing about my runs prior. In fact, not to mention I got a perfect run on this place, on the slope as a whole, without getting an amazing run here. Turns out that evidently getting a perfect run is actually harder. Or getting an amazing run is actually harder than getting a perfect run. You'll notice the method I'm using here, which is just holding the brake button the entire time. This apparently worked for someone else at one point. I think it might have been what I did last time too to get an amazing run on here. Which, I mean, this isn't my idea of amazing, personally, but who knows? We don't know what this game looks at to determine whether or not you're doing a good run or not, so it's kind of hard to be sure. But, so we have a variety of different possible outcomes for the next couple episodes, and by that I mean the final episodes. They're all really just going to depend on how... Whoa, careful there, dude. How generous the game decides to be to me. Oh, come on, Nunchuck, why do you do this? It comes in waves, too, so I'm just totally fine, and other times it starts being stupid all the time. Yeah, so they got on the front end of Dragon, though. People I heard of that managed to get the amazing run here. So I guess this is just kind of our next task for a while. It's not the only thing left to do here, of course. We have a couple. So I guess what I'll do is I might do kind of a hybrid approach, where I don't go too fast. I probably won't take any jumps like that because it's... I cut out most of my misadventures here last time, but it's basically impossible to land without staggering, without losing your balance here, which I have absolutely no idea why. But it was pretty ridiculous the difficulty that I had actually landing solidly here. Jeez! Back in whatever episode I first attempted this in. It might have to do with how steep the ground is here. I don't know what determines precisely whether or not you land softly and properly. It might be. It might have something to do with... Oh, come on. It probably has to do it. You probably need to not lose your balance at any point. That's the one thing I'm fairly certain of. Otherwise, I'm going through your super fast didn't work somehow. You know, it worked for a perfect run. Perfect run, I imagine, mostly just means not falling over anything. Amazing run might mean getting points, might mean doing other kinds of maneuvers. It's totally up in the air. And I didn't go fast enough anyways. If the game decides to spawn avalanche, there's nothing I can do about it unless I'm in a spot where I can actually dodge to one side. But otherwise, it's just the game saying, nope. You don't get that. Kinda touched a wall there. And I'm on rock now, so never mind not touching rock. Am I just on my right, I hope? It's under me. Something like that. Do I need to get a certain amount of airtime? Apparently not, because if you're braking the whole time, you're not going to get much airtime. Do you need to make a certain number of turns? Can try that. Apparently the first game started making a large number of turns be good or something. What? Whatever. That it might. I do wonder if there's a certain minimum number of turns you need to make. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so how long did that take me? About 55 minutes, I'd say. But we got a shiny gold medal for it. Literally, those exact words. So what else is there to do? Not a lot. I'm just gonna kind of pretend that I'm not dismayed by all that. Game. Alright now. So I probably skipped a bunch of stuff. I probably just cut out pretty much all of that. So I guess I'll skip to showing you. Of course, I go back up to Dragon to do this. But one little thing I wanted to show you actually that I probably will have skipped, cut out, something like that. I can't decide which word to use. I have no care in the world anymore as to what happens on this. Whoops, wasn't that. What? Okay, that was it did my inputs in the opposite order. All right, but I don't particularly care anymore if I fall over here. Nope, don't care. So I've spent way too much of my life being worried about what'll happen whenever I'm in the air here. So whatever to that. Instead, there's a little area that I always just kind of ignored for some reason that I want to show off real quick. It's kind of cool. There's this formation here that I'm going on now. Interesting little bumpy spot. If you keep following it, you also come to an interesting, nice little collection of cliffs. You cannot see where the ground is. There we go. And this last bump here. Just have some nice jumps. And now we can land. I don't know why we couldn't before, but now we can. So what's next? I'll kind of see if we can do other things while also, and there's literally one thing to do. I guess I'll just kind of run around the mountain and see if I can get that last explore everything thumbs up. And that'll kind of be it. I might also have like a weird uncut version of this as an idea if I end up not really having like almost any content to actually put up this week. I might have kind of an extended cut of this. I also have no idea what the idea is with these bits here that are just kind of little mounds that end in tips. But I might have an extended cut where I don't cut out all the stuff of me doing whatever, just in case anyone for some reason wants to see it. I don't talk on anything interesting or anything like that, so I don't know why you would. But just to have it there. To have something else going this week, if this only turns into like one episode this week, after everything I do tonight rather, I guess you might say. Oh, whoops. One interesting thing, if you're trying to do on the flips, where the input is to shake the nunchuck, like... Come on. Jump! Why won't you... Why don't you turn? Jump! Okay, jump and do a trick, please. I think the nunchuck got disconnected or something. It won't work if you shake the nunchuck and the Wii remote, which is an interesting little detail. Well, this isn't where I wanted to go. Like that. Anyways, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the Krakens from this perspective, right tentacle, I believe? I believe that's what we call it. I believe you call it. The names come from this perspective up here. From this angle. So let's stick to the right a little bit more this time. Because it looked like there was something I hadn't really looked at on Kraken's right tentacle. So I'm kind of trying to do multiple things at once right now. The thing is, one of those things I'm trying to do right now doesn't really... I'm trying to get the one thumbs up that I haven't actually named the requirement for yet, and there's only one left. I haven't mentioned the condition for, and I'm trying to work towards that, but the thing is... No, there aren't many opportunities to work towards that here in this area. It's just out of curiosity, so I've never ridden up here. I think there's any reason to. Just a different experience, I guess. I'll just keep following. And they light you, so why not? Now this counts towards... And depending on how it works, I doubt this counts as much of anything towards exploring all the areas. I seriously do wonder, though, as far as that amazing run goes, if the actual issue was that I wasn't doing enough turns. I really do wonder if me doing a bunch of turns at the end was actually what made it an amazing run. Now we're down on the larvae. Oh, I don't think there's any reason for me to be here on the larvae. I don't know if I've ever actually done a grind on this rail here. Not that I particularly care or think it matters. At this point I'm just kind of sitting around. I don't know if there's any place I haven't explored here in Nome. That's kind of a possibility, I guess. Just to see. Not so certain. At this point I don't really have much to say either. I don't really want to get my thoughts on the game until the game's done, for one. So I'm kind of withholding that part. That aside, what is there? I'm generally not so sure. People doing whatever they do. I know I've gone to the left here. I know I've gone over there. Like, I feel like I've gone through Nome quite a few times. I feel like I've gone through pretty much every area, though, a decent number of times, and don't really know where else I would go for an attempt to see areas I haven't seen before. Well, I got a box slide out of it, kind of. I consider that sufficient. I should have losing my sense of where I am right now. Is there more than one bridge? I just confused myself with this one? Or something? Or if you go to the right of that bridge, is that where you jump over the river? This is also what happens when you don't play this game for a week at a time. Like, you would think I've been in the middle here, for instance, of Nome. I still don't know what the game considers an area to begin with. Or what does it say specifically in records? All courses and areas. Well, I've definitely played all the courses here. There's no question there. Nice camera angle. I have no idea how I don't even know what I'm gonna cut out or not cut out at this point, to be perfectly honest. I can go wherever and do anything, but where haven't I gone? I've gone through all of Yeti, I'm certain. I've done it in free play, exclusively too, I know that. I've gone through the back. I've gone to the dragon's back a few times. I've made sure to go somewhere or to cover each area when I did it too. Oh. Friends. Oh hey, it's Anastasia, was it? Yeah! I even knew her name. It's like finding an old friend. Go on, Anastasia, let's explore the world. There's not much more world to explore, but there's something left apparently. I'm gonna find the last of what's out there. Thankfully I don't need to worry anymore about not bumping into things or anything like that. That was really annoying. So for instance, I know I don't need to worry too much about whether or not I've gotten the path up to the right of here. Because I know I've been there. Okay. Have I covered this part here? You would think I have. Not usually from this angle necessarily. I mean, Giant's Realm is kind of the main part where I'm suspicious as to whether I've covered everything. Depending on how the game considers covering all the areas, because it's so big. It's like, I don't know where the game thinks I have or haven't been. I don't know if there are parts that I actually just haven't ever really gone to. Or if there are parts that I feel like I've seen and done things in, but the game doesn't agree because the actual space within it that I've covered is really small. I have no idea. So that's the other possibility. I'll probably just have to make like a highlights reel of this part of the game or something. Because otherwise there's not really like continuous content to be seen here. It's also just me wondering, have I been here or here? Like, are there parts over here that I haven't been to that I feel like I've been to but I haven't? Other games? Idea? Or anything else on the Giant's back? Because the Giant's back is also pretty big, but I've been down a few times, so I think I've been everywhere there. Dragon's Lair, I've been through the left here, I've been through the right here. Pretty certain I've been through the center. Quite a bit. Surprised I landed that, but okay. This game would let me jump more consistently, jeez. I doubt I need to worry about having grinded all of those boxes, though. That'd be kind of silly. I know I've done stuff in Basilisk. Basilisk is one of the places I've been more suspicious of and given more attention to explicitly. So this shouldn't be it. One place I haven't been. I'm wondering if there are any places that I've actually only explored the side parts of, because I keep asking myself, okay, well I've gone through this into here, probably, so, but have I gone through the extreme ends and the sides? And then I only go through the extreme ends and the sides? Have I been through this part? I actually don't know. You know, it's like nice and wide open and everything. I never would have felt like I had a reason to go here, necessarily. But like, experience-wise, I feel like I've seen everything. Like, I can tell you where everything is. Even if the game doesn't seem to give me the same merit. I'm certain that I've been through this little arch here. How are this game's areas broken up? I got it pretty... It's pretty, trivial to get in the resort, it feels like. I got completely by accident there, because... In part because there aren't any, like, weird secret places to go. Like, that's one question. Here on Griffin, have I gone every way here, possible? I would think. I can't answer that with certainty. Or at least, again, I don't know what it considers either. Like, I'm certain that I've been everywhere on Griffin, but have I been everywhere on Griffin in free roam, for instance? And is that a problem if I haven't been everywhere in Griffin on free roam? Does the game do weird things like counting which boxes I slide on? Probably not, one would think. Is it just percentage covered? Probably not, but I don't know. I feel like every time I come through I think to myself, I've already been on the right, I know it, so let's go on the left. Bouncing off of everyone everywhere. Or is there some part, like right here, where I've only ever actually gone... I've only ever accidentally rubbed off against the very corner, so the game didn't count it or something? Questions. As I just slowly ski through this mountain that to me is very, very familiar. That supposedly still covers some secrets and hides them from me. What? Sure. Sure. It's like I said, it's however many episodes ago. I'll probably find it at one point and think, I know I've been here. How in the heck did I not already have that? But okay, there we go. So it only took another about 20 minutes actually of looking. Now we have that. So, there's actually another thumbs up that... So we have this now too. Celebrate. Oh, that's not it. We already had that. Clean the mountain except for that other thing. So there's the Fearless Daredevil part, but there's also one thing that I haven't actually gotten yet, which I feel like I should have gotten by now. But I don't really have anything to do. Well, I try to do it now. I figured I would have gotten it by now, so, Huh. I'll just cut to whenever I get that, I guess.